From what we said earlier, I just want to make sure I'm right on this. Your intention is to comply with the county regulations on septic system and so forth, but not to do any independent monitoring. Is that correct?
Just complying with county and state health. So
Yeah.
there's no
Okay.
reason for independent monitoring.
Well, I understand there may be difference of views on that, but I just want to make sure what your thinking is. Well, let me get to the
Well,
to again.
David, the only thing I would say on that is, the church isn't doing any independent monitoring. Again, if someone's got a grave concern and someone's an environmentalist and we go talk to the health department, open to anything, but again, it's well below nine residents is 900 gallons. It's a 1,500 gallon system.
I understand that, Craig. I understand that's your view, and I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to make sure I've got the facts straight. I'm not sure we all would agree with you, but that's not what we're trying to resolve today. We're trying to make sure we understand what's proposed.
Well, I would ask, David, I would ask what's the opinion and what's the expertise of the opinion saying that a 1,500 gallon system is not sufficient for 9 seniors in.
If we get to that issue, we'll be happy to talk about it. But I'm not here to talk about it today. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything already planned if people were concerned about that.
April 12th, 2021, Schilling Septic on Woods Road, and Fred Ray, who's the owner of Schilling Septic and who is the corporation's septic contractor. They do all the corporations, take care of all the corporation septic. He wrote to Guy Cicala, the president of the Gibson Island Corporation. Dear Mr. Cicala, during March of 2020, shortly after the Lucy's purchased 1753 Banbury Road assisted living group home, the Lucy's requested Schilling Septic and specifically Fred Ray inspect their septic system. Mr. Ray has provided the Lucy's septic services for more than a decade at their Millersville 16-bed assisted living group homes, each with 2,500 gallons of overall septic capacity. Upon inspection in March of 2020, Mr. Ray determined the previous owners had installed an advanced treatment ATU 1,500 gallon three chamber septic system with an additional 1,000 gallon pump pit capacity, which enables the electricity in the home to fail for more than 24 hours without septic overflow. Because of the new 55 kW automatic standby generator that has been installed, only 9 bedrooms as compared to the Lucy's other assisted livings with 16 bedrooms, the fact that the 2,500 gallon capacity ATU septic system is 40% oversized for the septic flow of 9 seniors in an assisted living program, including staff and meal preparation. It is Schilling Septic's and Fred Ray's expert opinions that the 1753 Banbury has one of the safest septic systems on Gibson Island. The Lucy's asked Fred Ray to independently determine by speaking to the Anne Arundel County Health Department on April 8th, 2021, if the 1753 Banbury ATU 1,500 gallon 3-chamber septic system with additional 1,000 gallon pump pit capacity and standby 55 kW is more than enough capacity to service 9 seniors and staff performing on-site meal preparation. The answer from Anne Arundel County Health Department was yes, with a likely 40% extra capacity. As a benchmark, and in Schilling Septic's over a decade experience servicing the Lucy's other 16-bed assisted living group homes, which produce between 650 and 850 gallons of septic per day, the heaviest septic flow at 1753 Banbury will likely remain below 500 gallons per day. Henry Hopkins' public testimony for the June 1, 2020 hearing on Bill 1620. This is where the parking was lowered from 6 spaces required to 3 spaces. States that his and his wife Nancy's only issues were that Henry and Nancy believe the 2,500 gallon septic system needs to be upgraded. But if you see below the corporation's septic contractor's letter, and of course the county and state approval, there is no need. What's also noticeable is there's no mention of the neighborhood changing or there being an economic or traffic burden or administrative burden. So Henry's testimony goes like this. And then again, he put this out there for the public himself. My name is Henry Hopkins. I have lived on Gibson Island on and off for 67 years. My wife Nancy and I feel very strongly that Bill 1620 must be adopted to curtail the concentration of group homes in residential settings in Anne Arundel County. Windmill Point, the community just off Gibson Island, currently has a completed assisted living facility on septic with 13 independent bathrooms. It's not completed. 5 bedrooms are completed and licensed. Not to mention the kitchen facility. An additional unit is under construction 1 house away. That's not true. With plans to purchase the home in the middle between the two. That's not true. There is also a potential for another 40 beds on Eagle Creek and Red House Cove. Don't know where those are. Both facilitates, says facilitates, not facilities. Both facilitates are in the Chesapeake Bay's critical area footprint and on septic. So again, I don't think there are any facilities like that on Eagle Creek and Red House Cove that I'm aware of. Therefore, they would not be in the Chesapeake Bay's critical area footprint and on septic. As you may know, we have traces of drugs in our creeks and bay, brought on by overburdened septic systems. The same developer is converting an existing house on Gibson Island, 1753 Banbury, into a 9-bedroom assisted living facility without any upgrade to the facility's septic system, a clear danger to the bay. It's not a clear danger to the bay. These are simply false statements. The drugs, the traces of drugs in the Chesapeake Bay are from individuals' homes, Tylenol and pharmaceuticals, because individuals have no restrictions. They can just flush their pharmaceuticals, flush Tylenol, flush whatever they want. You can't do that in a group home or assisted living because it's highly regulated. You have to dispose of drugs in a certain way. And even the corporation is aware that you have to dispose of drugs in a certain way. Mr. Hopkins is a very educated man, was T. Rowe Price's general counsel for 32 years, we believe. Also signed the Carson settlement. We don't know what role he played in trying to circumvent the Carson settlement 29 days after it was recorded in the court. But maybe his deposition will shed some light on that.